this again. I've worked 10 years now to manifest the other thing, and I'm still on this one.
Still on this one. That's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Welcome to the Driving to the Rest podcast. This is Inelia.
And this is Larry. Just a quick note. If you're hearing this, you're on our free feed, which means you'll only get the first part of this conversation.
To access the rest, go drivingtotherest.com and subscribe to the Wisdom Keeper Hour.
Join us and our expert panelists for detailed insights and the after party where you're invited to join in the conversation. Head over to drivingtotherest.com and become a subscriber.
Your subscription keeps this podcast ad-free and helps us keep the lights on and maybe even get a decent cup of coffee. More importantly, it connects you with a community of passionate wisdom keepers like yourself. So if you're ready to go deeper, join us at drivingtotherest.com and support the journey. Becoming compatible with the reality you want, honey.
That's a good idea. It's an interesting change of phrase, an interesting turn of phrase, I think is the right word. Because becoming, it's like, it kind of changes everything.
Uh-huh. How?
Well, spend much of your life trying to change reality outside of you to be what you want, instead of the idea of becoming compatible with the reality you want. It's like it turns everything on its head.
Yes. The word change, I guess, has made a lot of people figure out why we do all the exercises we do and the modalities are created for manifestation.
Right, and
now it makes sense to them just by a change of word.
Change the phrase and the comprehension starts to click in.
Yes.
I like it. And with it comes a new sense of power and ability, an ability to change.
And also,
things that you're experiencing into another set of experiences rather than just trapped with wishful thinking, I suppose.
Yes.
Or pretending to say things that you don't want.
Right. Or knowing what you have to do, but not bothering. Not bothering at all. Yes.
All right, so give our article a read.
Many people ask how to change their reality or how to manifest something they want. Most approaches focus on changing thoughts, emotion, beliefs, or actions. These can certainly influence our experience, but what if they are only part of a much larger process?
Yeah, no kidding. I've watched it 100 times. And I've been mystified why it didn't work, because it seemed like they were putting in an earnest effort, right? But then I'd watch them be compatible with an entirely different thing than they're saying.
Yes.
Not understand it.
Yes. It's like, right. Why am I having this again? I've worked 10 years now to manifest the other thing, and I'm still on this one.
Still on this one. That's good.
Yeah. Yes. After a lifetime of research, this is the model that best explains what I have observed. Are you ready for the model?
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. Reality is an interconnected fabric of threads of connectivity. An ongoing discourse I call the communication network of reality. The threads themselves are communication.
Right. Most people who have just heard that, I'm pretty sure most, if not all, heard it and it kind of went
bouncing off.
A little bit of bouncing off. Because you're like, we heard the first part, and then some of the words were a bit big, and then we understood the threads thing, and then we became to an ongoing discourse, and we had a word that we're not familiar with, interact with the communication thing, and then we thought, maybe I could change my reality by thinking about it.
Yes.
Yes, we revert right back to our baseline, because somehow the words that you just used require your attention.
Yeah.
And most of us only give a passing attention to the things that we profess to want, because I guess at the base level, we haven't really knocked ourselves out of that. We're very comfortable with the reality we have. And in that reality that we have, we're comfortable with wanting a different one.
Yes.
But not actually having a different one.
Right.
Right.
I have actually heard individuals say that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I want to change XYZ without, like, and stuck on that. I want to change it.
Right.
So that's how they're manifesting. They're wanting to change it.
Right.
They do all the work.
The literal version of wanting.
It.
The literal version of I want to change it. That's the experience I'm wanting to have, is the wanting to change it, which is a constant push to changing without actually changing.
Yes.
One of those kind of loops.
Right. It's a loop, yeah.
And in that sense, we can watch the person, for instance, continue that loop despite their professing to want to change it. And the experience of listening to that description of what you have observed almost exactly puts someone in that loop again. So I think you need to repeat that a couple of times if you don't mind.
Reality is an interconnected fabric of threads of connectivity.
Okay, that's reality is an interconnected fabric of threads of connectivity.
The threads themselves are communication, which is a connection. So the model of communication basically is you need a sender, a receiver, and a medium for it to go through. That's a very simple model of communication.
Okay.
Right?
Because right now, I mean, I'm not.
And these threads are that medium, are the data that goes through the receptor. You need a receptor and a sender. So the thread has two ends, a minimum, and something going inside. A communication. So they're made themselves of communication. They are communication, these threads. So basically the entire universe is all communication. No?
Well,
no better?
It's getting there. Okay. See, the problem is that the words are interconnected in a form that doesn't lend itself to comprehending.
Okay.
Because I don't know why. I just feel like it's feel like a little bit simple when you say those things. Then I'm following, then I lose it. I'm following it, then I lose it.
Yeah.
So reality is an interconnected fabric of threads of connectivity. The threads in fabric. We see fabric. Yeah. Fabric is threads.
Yes, connected.
Okay. So these threads are connectivity, and connectivity has to do with communication, network of reality. So the threads are communication networks of people's relationships, that kind of a thing, locations.
Also objects. Experiences, symbols, patterns.
So in a sense, when we want to become compatible with a different reality, what do we do with this fabric?
You pull it apart and you take out the threads that you
don't want.
And put the new ones in that you do want.
Okay.
And
your communication network.
The communication network of reality, to me, it's very simple. You know what a communication network is, right?
Well, no, but I've heard of text threads. It's like everybody on the thread of this text, we all get the same message. Okay, fishery's closing at midnight tomorrow. And everybody's like, oh, man. And someone's like, yes. Someone's like,
you don't know what a communication network is?
I think that's what one is.
But do you know what it is? A communication network? Can you think
it's a network of communication that goes both ways between an individual and another a receiver and a sender.
A network
can swap the network back and forth.
Network is more than one.
Right. In this case, a text thread, we have like 30 people on the thread.
Do you know what internet is? Net is for network, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So communication network, a network is more than one line. It's another word for like a fabric, but it's not necessarily pretty, and flat. A network, Okay. Have you ever heard of networking for business people?
Well,
is that networking?
I've heard of it, but when I'm walking down the dock, I'm networking with the guys on the dock.
Yes.
Communicating with them in their form about what's interesting to them, and they're interested in me. And occasionally I'll think about, like there's an intention to this communication, and then other times like, I'm busy, I got to get down there, and this isn't a person I want to really network with. Or I'll think, oh, there's a whole bunch of things that come to play in this network of communication.
Right.
Some you want to spend more time with, and some you're like, get away.
Yeah, so we're just looking at the word network. We haven't even entered the communication part.
Just the network.
Uh-huh.
So in this sense, because I will relate it to what I'm currently doing, just fishing, the network would be all the fishermen and the fish buyer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all the other guys that are fishing and the guys and gals that are buying the fish, that's my network.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And then have you ever heard the word network used for television services?
Well, yeah, like CBS, ABC, NBC. Those are networks.
Right.
I don't understand why they're networks, but they are called networks.
Yeah, they usually have an umbrella company and they have subsidiaries, cities.
No, they have there's the master and all the channel, like CBS Atlanta, CBS New York, CBS whatever, Los Angeles. All those are their network.
Exactly, yes. So communication network has many, many nodes, many, many aspects to it.
Okay.
And then of reality means what we experience as reality. And what I find funny is that when I say communication network of reality, a lot of people get hung up on it and they can't repeat the words.
Yeah, because it doesn't come off my tongue. It doesn't flow.
It should.
It also confuses you.
Yeah. But the reason is not so much because the words are complicated. The words are not complicated. We use those words all the time.
Yes.
However, put together like that, it's a new language.
It's a new language and it's a new thought.
Yes. And people take years to learn a new language, right?
Yeah.
And this is a new language.
Okay.
So, Phoebe, stop that.
Somehow we need to dig a hole in our couch.
Yes.
That's a good place to lay down.
Oh, now there's a cat.
Now there's a cat.
Anyways.
Somebody's interrupting our thread of communication here.
That's a train of thought, which is one.
Okay.
The important question then becomes not how do I create reality, but which reality am I presently compatible with, and how do I become compatible with the one that I want?
Right, and that's much easier to understand because it's really about how I respond to reality around me. Is it the reality I'm creating, or is it the reality I'm compatible with?
Right. So you're
always XYZ, and I expect it to be this other thing that I'm not. I'm not even compatible with. There's always going to be a disconnect between the two because we're not even compatible with that network of communication, right? Like in the past we talked about getting a nice car, and in order to have the nice car that we're talking about, you need to have a reasonably good driveway. I need to have a reasonably good place to park it in a covered place. Or else you're just going to Whistle and Diesel it. I don't know who Whistle and Diesel is.
No.
He'll buy a Rolls Royce and then try to see how tough it is by ramping it and driving it.
Putting diesel
like a maniac.
Putting diesel
and see if it's strong enough to jump and strong enough to, go up the corners in reverse or go down this hill and see if it breaks or it's really, really strong. Which of course it breaks, but it's a $100,000, $200,000 car racing down a hill hitting a dirt. It's quite funny. So we don't want to do that with our new car,
right? So in the
reality that we are compatible with, we'll have a driveway that's smooth, paved maybe, and a garage that's probably lit with doors and a heater and
where the control
door that goes into the house with it. So you go into the house and the garage is there and the floor is there, and it's probably not got bats or animals or chickens in there grabbing it, running around, pooping on it, and all these things. So the reality that we are compatible with does not include
a nice car.
Because our driveway is a logging road that is maintained once every few years.
Yes.
So it gets dips and holes, and it has lots of blackberry bushes that comes out to the edge to scratch your pretty car. And our garage doesn't exist.
No, we don't have one.
So we have chicken roosts on our cars.
Yes.
So we're not compatible with reality that includes one of those cars.
Right.
In the way that we want to take care for it. Right. So all the work in the world manifesting it isn't going to bring it.
Exactly.
Because all the reality we're compatible with,
it's not
trumps.
Yes.
Because we will sabotage it in all the ways possible to make sure we don't get our beautiful car and chicken poop all over it.
All right.
Dog scratches,
sides.
Crap blackberry bushes, and
yes,
flat tires and all the other things.
And it hasn't even got enough lift for the driveway because of the hole. So, yeah.
Unless our fancy car is $100,000 Jeep.
Oh well.
Which isn't the
one we're looking for
here.
No.
But we can see that by altering what reality we're compatible with up here, then that car could fall in here. But boy, we're going to do some changes.
Yeah. Compatibility is not wishful thinking. It is the natural relationship between who we are being and the discourse in which we are already participating. Every choice, habit, expectation, conversation, and relationship either strengthens or weakens that compatibility.
Yes.
Any thoughts about that?
No, it's just what we were saying.
Over the years, I have watched people sincerely describe what they want in life, while continuing to cultivate compatibility with the very experiences they hope to leave behind. I call this phenomenon lip service. Although, to be fair, lip service hints at that person doing so on purpose, while when it comes to manifesting what we want, it is invisible to the person. Programs that rule the day, invisible programs, right? But they're invisible to the person, keeping them compatible with experiences they no longer want. Right? So it's like a person saying, yeah, I want to get fit. And they sit around all day in front of their computer. They're not going to get fit for no matter how much they say they want it. And they really genuinely get up from their desk and they're all scratchy and itching and sore. But they don't go out for a hike.
Or more like, I want a husband, right? Who's sober, hardworking, etc., blah, blah, whatever. And then you go to the bars on the weekends looking for him. Like, that's where you're going to look?
Right.
I don't know, but you're going to have a hard time finding him there. Because that's just not where he's going to be. And if he is there, that's like once in a billion. No. And he's going to be pretty tough to catch because he's not looking for a barfly herself,
Right.
Or, money, jobs. Maybe they want a really good job. You're really looking for a really, really good job, but not actually going to a recruiter who recruits for those jobs and working on your resume and all these other things to make yourself marketable to those really, really good jobs. Right. Just like put in a resume that's crap and not study and not prepare and just assume, well, my name's whatever, so I'm manifesting a great job, so I should get one.
Exactly. I'm daydreaming it.
So. Haven't done anything to prepare for that. I'm not compatible with that.
Yes.
Right. I say I want it, but do I actually? Mm-hmm. Well, that's the other question sometimes is people say they want a certain thing, but all of the actions that they take are compatible with an entirely different reality. Do they actually want that?
Mm-hmm. Some of them do, but they're letting their programs rule the day. Oh. That's what I said. It's not that, because when you say lip service, usually a person knows they're doing it, right? It's almost like a white lie or a little bit of an exaggeration. But in this case, it feels to me that the person is not even aware that they're doing lip service.
Yeah, I've noticed that. It doesn't seem like they're aware of it either. It's like, how come if you want that, are you doing this?
Right.
And it's like, what do you mean? Yeah. It's like, well, this is the opposite of what will give you that.
Saying, yes.
Why are you doing that? Okay, I didn't know. Or, oh, thank you for, geez, you're right. I should actually X, Y, Z. And I'm like, geez, it seems fairly obvious. Okay.
Yes.
I'm thinking about our getting a nice car again instead of just giant. I mean, you said you want a little nipper.
Yes.
Right. So when I hear you want a little nipper, I have things in my mind. What is a little nipper?
And I have a different thing in mind. So the first thing is, what do you actually mean by
A little nipper. So what's happened is that you ended up with the biggest truck that we have as your little nipper.
Yes, the opposite, exact opposite.
It's not little in any way, shape, or form.
Anywhere form.
And I don't even know what a nipper is, but I don't think that giant truck
is a little nipper.
The biggest truck that you can buy with a giant flatbed on the back.
That's not a little nipper.
That doesn't appear to be a little nipper, but that's what you got.
Mm-hmm.
So what reality are you compatible with?
With the one where we take our camper to Colorado twice a year?
Yeah. Not the one that has a little nipper in it?
No, that's not the little nipper I was talking about.
It's the little nipper you got.
Yeah. With my vehicle, but we didn't get a little nipper. We got a transcontinental, not continental, a trans...
yeah, it's transcontinental. No, transstate.
Transstate giant truck to pull trailers.
Thousands of miles at
and
speed limit.
Tons of rocks.
Comfort and safety.
Yes.
Tons of, yeah, we collected 2,000 pounds of rocks.
Yes.
And put it on the back of the truck with all of our other stuff.
And the camper.
And didn't even know it was there. That's how big this truck is.
Yeah.
That's your little nipper. So, where's our...
And the other thing that happened, of course, is the inner programs or conflicts, right?
Yeah.
A little nipper should be cheap.
Okay.
Right?
What's
should
cheap?
Be like, a Toyota or a Honda.
Well, I was thinking cheap's like $300, $500. Cheap.
See? Different discourse, right? It's a different discourse. It says, okay, I want the sedan because we have 2 trucks, so, and I don't like the hatchbacks. So sedan it'll work for me. And because, less weight or whatever, so if I want to carry stuff, I can take one of the trucks. And then it's small so that it doesn't use a lot of gas, right?
Yeah, your giant truck definitely uses a lot of gas.
Yeah.
It almost doesn't care what you have on it. It's going to use the same gas.
Yes, exactly.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. So, and then I started looking, and Daniela helped me look, my daughter.
Oh, yes, she picked some really nice little nippers.
Yeah.
I fell in love with all of them. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have
We went very quickly from cheap and affordable and good on gas.
Not just Mercedes, but AMG Mercedes.
Yes, E-classes, and yeah.
Although the price of those is much less than I expected. It's, $30,000 is relatively cheap for a
car like that because they're secondhand.
AMGs, like the fancy fast version of the Mercedes.
They're secondhand.
They look really, really nice. They got a few thousand miles.
But I brought everything to a grinding halt.
Kind of a cheap car, but not.
Grinding halt because that car, you can't drive it up our access road because the blackberries will scratch the sides, and you can't have a car like that with scratched sides. So.
Well, not to mention the chickens are going to roost on it.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
And it'll be a challenge some time of the year when the rains start to get over the big ditch that grows in the middle of the road because we have a creek running down it.
Yeah, the sinkhole.
Sinkhole, yeah. You ain't going to navigate that unless you're going 100 miles an hour.
No, that put the whole thing.
Nice little nipper you got, this giant truck, honey.
Yes. Yes.
So we're in the process of figuring out what reality we're compatible with that has a little nipper. What does that little nipper that we're compatible with actually look like?
Right, for you and me, right? And yeah, and the road. So, first world problems, of course,
Well,
yeah.
Relatively speaking, I suppose.
Yes, first world problems, which we are compatible with. Anyways, that's a very good example. So, in other words, people try to force outcomes while remaining deeply compatible with and feeding the experiences they wish to leave behind. They want peace while feeding conflict. They want abundance while reinforcing scarcity. They seek freedom while continuing patterns that generate entrapment.
Yes.
Right? So, one possible misunderstanding is to think that compatibility means we are somehow destined to experience a particular reality, or that we must simply accept it. It doesn't. Compatibility points to the reality we spend the most time nourishing through our attention, thoughts, actions, choices, conversations, programs, and relationships, whether we consciously choose it or not. Changing what we're compatible with begins by becoming aware of the countless ways we participate in a particular discourse, then consciously cultivating compatibility with the discourse we wish to experience. One practical exercise is deceptively simple. Throughout the day, pause several times and ask yourself, what reality am I compatible with right now? Do not answer intellectually. Observe your conversations. Notice your emotional reactions, assumptions, entertainment, habits, and expectations. These often reveal far more than your stated intentions. Did you notice yourself defending the very patterns you say you want to change?
I kind of feel like an antelope at this point. Is the only answer I came up with was go fish.
Go fish.
Go fishing, let it work itself out.
I'll
Whatever
fish.
a little nipper is, you'll find it.
Yes.
If it needs a garage, you'll get it built. I think I'll just go fishing.
That is actually a very good plan.
It probably will work.
It will work, probably. It will probably work, yes. Indeed. Yeah. So this is often where lip service becomes visible. What we say we want and what we're compatible with through feeding and energizing are not always the same thing. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I think that it's reasonable to explain the antelope reference for people who might not know.
Yes. Yes.
So it had to do with Anna Breitenbach's sharing her communications with animals. Mm-hmm. And often people think that animals have this long drawn out thought process about things, what they're thinking about, they're worried about, and what they ought to do about things. It's like, is it dark? Is it light? Is this? So she was asking an antelope what they...
She was in a stressful situation at the time. Uh-huh. So she asked the antelope.
What they would do. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you do when you're stressed? Eat grass.
And jump. I think they jump and eat grass. It's like,
oh, yeah, that's very zen. And she was very...
Eat grass. Very zen.
Yeah. She was quite happy with the answer. And then she asked,
what do you do when you're afraid?
Eat grass.
You should eat grass if you're afraid. Jump and eat grass.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then she asked, what do you do when
you're happy?
You're happy.
Oh, eat grass. And jump. Which cracks us up.
Oh, you're antelope.
Antelope. The answer to everything is
eat grass and
jump. Yes. So that's the antelope reference. Mm. Funny enough, we were listening to another podcast fairly recently, a woman who's, I don't know what you would call that style woman, who's very, very attached to the emotions of the moment, very emotionally reactive, I suppose. And animal communicator lady, and she was describing animals' communications. It's like, well, to be honest.
She was interviewing the communication.
Right, she was interviewing the communicator.
Yeah.
And she kind of came from the same direction that Anna had been at the time, where she was a bit stressed.
Yeah.
So the interviewer was a bit stressed about all these things, like eating animals and animals eating each other and all these other things, Mm-hmm. And she was asking about the mental state or the feelings and the communications and how animals feel about all these things. And the animal communicators, well, honestly, pretty much the first thing and the only thing they really like thinking about is food. Mm-hmm. It's like food. Mm-hmm. And then there's not much else.
That's it. Just food.
They're looking at you about food. Do you have food? Can I have some of that food?
Yes.
Is there any liver treats?
Yes.
Do you have food in
Did you bring me a treat?
Is there food? What food do you have?
Are you?
Can you be food? Right.
Yeah.
So that was quite funny. Anyway, so that was why my answer to the questions lately have been
Fishing.
go fish. Go
Go
fish.
fish.
What should I do? Go
Go
fishing.
fishing.
How can I get this grass shorter? Well, go fishing.
Fishing. It'll happen.
Someone will
Like a
cut it.
bike and it'll be short. Yes. When Larry says he goes fishing, he's a commercial fisherman. He has a fishing vessel with crew, so it's not like going to
Not
the
like
lake
going to the lake
with
with
the
a
lake.
pole.
Right. Which is a different thing, I think.
Right, and it's not really the answer to everything. It's
might
just
be.
at the moment.
He
The
might
moment
be.
Gaia has made it very clear to me
It might be, honey. We don't know.
that going fishing is the
With it.
answer to everything.
Go with that.
Just continue on.
Let's see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, the experience you had of enlightenment happened while you were fishing.
Indeed it did, and
Yeah, like 6 years ago.
indeed. And then this last trip, things start to fold back into that focus with my crew even, which is boy oh boy, what reality are they compatible with? Holy mackerel. This is a fun adventure, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
We'll probably podcast about this in the future.
Yeah.
Because let me just say, we're sitting here on the side of the boat in one of these beautiful afternoons that everybody imagines fishing is like, right? It's sunny and it's warm.
Okay.
I have a speaker set up with a meditation and a class in expansion of awareness and awareness, spontaneous awareness, expanded awareness experiences. And it's an hour-long class, and the deckhand who's cleaning the fish,
it's interesting.
He's listening to it, and I'm giving him questions and quizzing him on the thing and pausing it and everything. And at the end of the hour-long class, there's a 3 or 4 minute meditation, and it's the sun's out and it's sparkling and it's beautiful. We have tons of fish in the fish hold, and we just ate a good snack. Everything in the world is perfect. And now we're gonna sit and meditate for 3 or 4 minutes while fishing. That's kind of what I think people think it might be like. Let me tell you, never, ever, 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 ever happens.
I was gonna say that sounds very odd.
But today it happened.
Okay, it happened.
Yes, and so that's a dramatically different reality than I'll go 100% of every other commercial fishing boat.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single one that did that in this whole year or last year or the year before. I suppose I can give it a 1%, 0.5%.
Around the world.
0.5%. 0.5%.
Around
Maybe
the world, right? Not like
it's not a common occurrence. Let's just say that.
Right.
It's going to be raining, or you're going to be hungry. I mean, all of the needs met, all of them. The boat full of fish. The sun's out. It's quiet. There's no fish that needs cleaning. We've done a whole hour of class, and now we're going to do a 3 or 4 minute meditation. It's like, wow, you can just line up all of the things at once. It's like, this is a perfect world. He wasn't quite successful at the meditation yet. Let's just say that.
Right.
But we're creating a new reality to be compatible with.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yes. Well, guaranteed, actually. Guaranteed.
It's a guarantee.
Guaranteed. Whether that is...
We have a thing called strong boundaries, and we have a thing called what reality we're compatible with. And I am the originator of the compatible reality for us.
Yes.
I am taking responsibility for that.
Yes.
And so we'll see how this plays out.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see. Yeah. This is often where lip service becomes visible. What we say we want and what we are compatible with through feeding and energizing are not always the same.
Oh, and that's why I'm doing this. Because I'm seeing this isn't the reality I'm comfortable with, guys. I'm not going to do this. Sorry.
Yes. Relationships provide another valuable laboratory. The people with whom we cultivate the strongest threads of connectivity often reflect the discourse with which we have become. Yes, with which we have become compatible. So the strongest threads of connectivity. So you're in a ship with your crew. So for the majority of the week, that's your strongest threads of connectivity. However, I think all of our threads of connectivity trump all of those anyway.
They do. So I stay in constant connection with the thread of communication with you and our podcast and our music.
Yes.
And our
friends.
The interests in the courses and our friends and our community, I keep them appraised as well. So I keep those threads open.
Yeah, and that's important.
The fish that we catch goes directly to them. They eat them, they get them, they manipulate them, enjoy them, get tired of them. We actually satisfied their entire. Do we want fish? We want fish. Okay, that's enough fish.
Yes, it was amazing.
We're like, you're full. No more fish, thank you. Yeah,
no more delicious fresh salmon from the Pacific Ocean, please.
No more.
I've had enough.
That's quite hilarious.
Yes. The model itself has remained remarkably consistent throughout my research. What has evolved is a lexicon I use to describe it. Lexicon is just a group of words.
Got it. No problem.
I found that a simple change in language can make the construction of reality much easier to observe, understand, and investigate. Sometimes a new word does not simply describe an idea more accurately. It also allows us to perceive relationships between incidents and manifestations that were difficult to recognize before.
Right, and I think your lexicon change definitely does that in this case.
Yeah, for now, one sentence summarizes the entire model. Become aware of the reality with which you are currently compatible. Then consciously cultivate compatibility with the reality you choose to experience.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I like that.
As a researcher of consciousness and reality, my work now focuses on refining practical methods that help people recognize their current compatibility and consciously cultivate a different one. The goal is simple: make the process understandable, repeatable, and accessible to anyone willing to observe and participate. If that's you, you know where to find me. That's it, really.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
We continue this conversation in our second hour.
The Wisdom Keeper
Wisdom Keepers.
At drivingtotheres.com. Subscribe and get the conversations. We've had fascinating conversations about this. People brought their full-on clarity and disclosure of
their own
experiences.
Which it makes it so much relatable.
Yes, yes. We have so many examples, some fascinating examples. We have one person becoming a millionaire from absolutely broke. I think I'm probably less money than broke, because when you're broke, at least you have a bit of money, but she was in like $120,000 debt and more, actually. That was just one of the debts, to becoming a millionaire in 5 years, right? And then we have another person discovering, while we were talking, the manifestation dialogue that she was perpetuating, right? And the discourse which she was feeding. And the reason why she wasn't manifesting what she wanted. She was like, oh my gosh, you know?
Now I see.
Yeah. And then another person who is consciously aware of the discourse that they're feeding. But even though they want to change it, they don't do it.
They won't.
Yeah, they don't do it. And the person who went on, enlightenment is it. And what that meant. So,
how do you become compatible with that reality?
Exactly. How do you become compatible?
That's a whole different question, isn't it?
Yeah. So, the example's fascinating. I highly suggest you get the Wisdom Keeper hour at drivingtotheres.com.
Ready. See you there.
Join us for the rest of this conversation at drivingtotheres.com.
And when you go to drivingtotheres.com and you join in the rest of the show, rest of the second hour, you also get to join in the after party. 9:00 on Fridays, we all get together, including you.
Adelina.
Hello.
Hi. So what do we have for today?
Well, this week's article and podcast, Becoming Compatible with the Reality You Want. I think this is the best. Sounds very good. Only that I became aware of a few things that, yes, I know this is what I want, but then what is happening? Crickets.
Interesting. So you have some examples?
For example, in our last podcast, I said that I want to sing, right?
Yes.
And get over that, I don't know, fear of singing. And so I see in me that, yes, I want to do this. And then crickets, I'm not doing anything.